Mexico is one of the 12 countries that have been participating in negotiations for the Trans-Pacific Partnership. Now, that's a new neoliberal trade deal that has many critics worried. They point to the negative impacts of previous free trade agreements that caused environmental destruction and other economic problems. We go now to Clayton Kahn for the latest.
When he was 12 years old, Sebastian, indigenous Setal Maya, had to leave his rural village and family in the highlands of Chiapas. He migrated to the cities after it became nearly impossible for his family to get by.
I left my country because of a lack of money and opportunity. I could not stay because I needed clothes, medicine, the basics, which one needs.
The 1994 North American Free Trade Agreement, or NAFTA, prompted mass displacement in Mexico's rural sector, making it impossible to compete with subsidized imports such as corn. Yet Sebastian, not wanting to sell his labor to foreign companies or migrate even further, helped to organize a coffee roasting workers collective.
We began to get together because we don't like working for big companies. They exploit you and pay you poorly. That is why we seek to form our own work.
Now, with NAFTA in effect 20 years on, analysts warn of a new neoliberal policy being planned, known as the Trans-Pacific Partnership, or TPP. The 12-country trade deal being negotiated behind closed doors seeks to open Mexico up to further imports and the further deregulation of environmental, labor, and trade barriers.
Establishing rules that impede a country's ability to exercise their sovereignty over their own international rules and norms. While in NAFTA we had ceded sovereignty to a degree, now they seek to make sure it happens even more.
With Mexico's once national energy sector transitioning to private hands, environmentalists expressed deep concern over potential impacts the TPP deal could have, given that oil companies will have the right to sue signatory countries for enacting restrictions that may hurt their business. Ultimately, critics say the deal is not for the well-being of the Mexican population.
It's clear that development based on large corporations produces only riches for those same big corporations. We don't need to paint it in another way.
These same critics argue that small and medium-scale producers are an essential part of a fair and healthy economy, urging their participation in the design of the TPP trade agreement. Clayton Kahn, Telesur, Mexico City.